Welcome back to 99.9 The Wookiee. All right, guys, today we're going to be going over the Myria ecosystem. We're going to be just touching base on the tokenomics, the nodes, and then, of course, we're going to jump into why I do think they'll be successful being an L2 on Ethereum and some of the games that I think could really make a big impact. Now, first thing I wanted to note here is basically the Myria token price. We're down to like... yeah, 4.6 about, so almost like half a cent. You can see, like, we peaked out around, about 1.5 cents. There's a lot of support at, 4.4, 4.3 here. So we're about down to that kind of support line where they had popped up back in 2023 of November. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys know I'm just a hairy furball. So, of course, take everything with a grain of salt here, but what I can appreciate here is that we got this fat wedge coming in and coming into like a support structure here. So I'm going to be real curious to see how this token price moves. And that's super important as we kind of go over a quick chat of the nodes. Now, right now, when you're doing the numbers, do I think the nodes are a great, investment today? No, not really. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to make your own decisions, right? But right now they're putting out about 1,300 Myria a day with the, almost 10,000 nodes online. And, if you do the math, that's about $6 a day. So right now that take you like almost 1,000 days to kind of get that ROI back. Now, if we bump back up to that all-time high price of 1.5 cents, you'd be at about 333 days for an ROI, which really isn't bad. So really what the question comes down to is, do you think this could really pop off? And I do. I do think, during the bull run and everything, I think this could easily pop off pretty strongly. They got a 50 billion max Myria, cap, and they're at about 20 billion Myria now. Now, the nodes are still going to be putting out this 12 million Myria a day for about another year. So about in April of 2025-ish, this should have, and they have every 2 years is the halving. So, I have 3 of these. I have really enjoyed them. I have gotten my ROI. I did get them, early on when they were launching and stuff. So that was pretty easy to get back pretty quickly. I do think that as the token price pops up, that obviously the sales will go faster and faster and faster as well. As always, all those links are down below if you do want to use my links or just follow along with any of these websites here. So the token supply allocation, just wanted to note real quick, the node emissions is about 36%. So not a huge portion and not a 50-50 kind of like Gala Games here. And of course, they got a vesting schedule for the project development and the ecosystem fund. So you'll see that kind of release over, multiple years here. Now, why do I think they can really succeed? So first off, one of the things they did, which I think is smart and strong, is they're an L2 built on Ethereum. The reason I mention that is it's not that Ethereum's, the best blockchain, but it's definitely the most profitable and the most utilized, right? So the fact that they're an L2 on Ethereum is a benefit, right? Because folks who are either building their own chains or building on other less known chains, they're taking the risk, right, of that chain continuing to gain or be strong player in the L1 space, of course. So of course they got this nice ZK rollup, and what that does is it just puts together all these transactions right into one like validation through Ethereum to really save on a lot of the costs. So you still pay for your transactions, but it is much, much smaller, of course. Now, their kind of very first game here that is almost like ready, it's very, very polished, is MetaRush. Now, MetaRush is basically Fallout, guys. That's the easiest way to talk about it. Web3 Fallout, guys. Now, it does actually look super fun. I definitely actually want to get in and play because Fallout, guys, is fun, and this looks fun too. The reason this could really be a big thing for them is because if Web3 really wants to partner with other Web3, right, because we want to really grow each other substantially and together, other projects could easily use MetaRush to just have fun contests, within ecosystems, making kind of partnerships like that. So I think this could be an easy, fun game. And I also think in the crypto gaming space, really what we're looking for and waiting for is that game that's just going to go off, right? So Axie, of course, did a good job initially, right? But of course, the token, plummeted with the SLP and everything. But my point is, there's going to be a game that comes out that is going to just blow everything out of the water. So on Myria, some of the other games they have here that I found of interest is, of course, Block Royale. That's like a Fortnite kind of game, is what it's supposed to be. I haven't seen how far along they are with that. The Zone 9 Survival is kind of like a zombie game. It was kind of reminding me a little bit of like Left 4 Dead. So if that came out and it really hit hard there, that could be good. This Pulsar game looked like a real-time strategy, kind of like Red Alert, Command and Conquer type game. So I would love to, check that out and play that when it's going. And then Haven's Compass is looking pretty good. First person shooter. And then Retrocraft here, which I just wanted to show, but it definitely looks, well, obviously it looks like Minecraft because it more or less is, right? Question is this game, could they push out Hytopia, right? Who's basically building the same kind of thing. This one, they already got, images here showing like a racing type game going through the world, which looks cool, except that looks exactly like Steve. So, of course, they would probably want to be careful about some IP things going on, and then kind of like tank game. There's lots of games in Minecraft style games that are really fun, right? That people really pull towards. And that's because you can just really create and build so much in those types of games. So for Myria, I think easily they're going to be around. I think early on people were worried like, oh, is this a scam? Is this a copy of Gala Games? And now we got tons of groups and companies out there, right, working in the Web3 crypto gaming space. And Myria has really proven themselves, honestly, in the last year and a half here in their progression and where they're going with everything. So I'm definitely going to keep following them. I've been involved with them for a while. I definitely have not put a video out on them, I think, ever, honestly. So I was pretty excited to kind of jump in here and just kind of go through it for you guys. And I'll try to keep up with some of the updates as they kind of progress over the next couple of months. Definitely will be streaming some MetaRush if I'm able to get in. You can't download it and play it completely without any kind of access at the moment, but it will be free to play when it launches. Let me know what you think about the Myria ecosystem. I think there's a ton of gaming ecosystems out there, and somebody's gonna hit it hard and hit it big, honestly, when that game that comes out that's just unique and everybody loves. Remember like Among Us, right? I mean, when that game came out, right, it was different enough and everybody loved it, and it blew up. So that's really what it comes down to. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and as always, stay warm, Wookiees.